Behind the Veil, Unraveling the Mumbai Attacks of 2008. What kind of hatred fuels a plot so sinister it turns a bustling city into a war zone overnight? Who were the shadowy figures pulling the strings behind a 60-hour siege that gripped the world? In the heart of Mumbai, India, on November 26, 2008, 10 gunmen from the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist group unleashed a meticulously planned assault that would scar a nation and expose the chilling reach of global terrorism. This is the story of the Mumbai attacks, a tale of chaos, courage, and the dark forces that orchestrated one of the deadliest terror strikes of the 21st century. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into a case that's as thrilling as it is terrifying. The night Mumbai burned, picture this: Mumbai, India's financial capital, alive with the hum of millions. Street vendors hawking spicy chaat, commuters rushing through Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, and tourists sipping cocktails at the luxurious Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. It's just another Wednesday evening until the clock strikes 9:21 p.m. Suddenly, gunfire erupts. Explosions rock the city. 10 young men, armed to the teeth with AK-47s, grenades, and improvised explosive devices, IEDs, fan out across Mumbai like specters of death. Their targets? Iconic landmarks. The Taj Hotel, the Oberoi Trident, the bustling train station, a popular cafe, and a Jewish community center called Nariman House. The attackers, trained for months in guerrilla warfare and indoctrinated by Lashkar-e-Taiba, a militant group with ties to Pakistan's shadowy networks, moved with chilling precision. They weren't just gunmen, they were walking arsenals, each carrying over 20 pounds of ammunition and explosives. Their mission? Maximum carnage, maximum fear. Over the next 60 hours, they would hold Mumbai hostage, killing 166 people, injuring over 600, and leaving a nation and the world reeling. The targets: a city under siege. Let's break down the chaos. The attackers split into pairs, striking 5 locations simultaneously to maximize panic. At Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, 2 gunmen opened fire on commuters, spraying bullets indiscriminately. Passengers dove for cover as blood pooled on the platform. 58 died, and the iconic station became a battlefield. At Café Leopold, a favorite haunt for tourists, grenades and gunfire turned a lively evening into a slaughterhouse, killing 10. The Taj Mahal Palace Hotel and Oberoi Trident, symbols of India's rising global stature, became prisons as gunmen took hostages, set fires, and battled elite commandos. The most gut-wrenching target was Nariman House, where a Jewish rabbi, his pregnant wife, and 4 others were tortured and murdered in a chilling display of anti-Semitic violence. What made this attack so sinister wasn't just the body count, it was the spectacle. The terrorists wanted the world to watch. They knew India's 24/7 news cycle would broadcast their rampage live, amplifying the terror. And they were right. For 3 days, millions were glued to their screens, watching flames engulf the Taj, hearing the crack of gunfire, and praying for the hostages. The attackers, communicating via satellite phones with handlers in Pakistan, were directed in real time like puppets in a macabre theater. One chilling detail: the handlers ordered the gunmen to kill as many foreigners as possible to make it international. The masterminds and the lone survivor. Who were these killers? The 10 gunmen were young, mostly in their early 20s, recruited from rural Pakistan and brainwashed into believing they were waging jihad. But the real architects were safely across the border. Lashkar-e-Taiba, a group founded in the 1980s with alleged ties to Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence, ISI, had spent years planning this attack. Their goal? Destabilize India, inflame tensions between Hindus and Muslims, and showcase their global reach. The operation's mastermind, a man named Zakir Rehman Lakhvi, allegedly coordinated the attack from a control room in Karachi, using voice-over IP to issue orders. Only one gunman, Ajmal Kasab, was captured alive. His interrogation revealed a chilling truth. The attackers had trained for over a year in camps in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, learning everything from bomb-making to marine navigation. They traveled to Mumbai by sea, hijacking an Indian fishing boat and killing its crew before landing on the city's shores. Kasab's confessions, combined with intercepted communications, pointed to a sophisticated plot with international implications. But here's the kicker. Despite evidence of Pakistan's involvement, diplomatic tensions and denials meant justice remained elusive for years. Want to dive deeper into the dark world of global terrorism and uncover the truths hidden behind the headlines? Hit that subscribe button at @BehindVeilTruths on YouTube. We're peeling back the layers of history's most gripping mysteries, and you don't want to miss what's next. The aftermath, a nation transformed. When the smoke cleared after 60 grueling hours, Mumbai was a changed city. The National Security Guard, NSG, India's elite counter-terrorism unit, finally neutralized the attackers, but not before the Taj Hotel was gutted by fire and Nariman House lay in ruins. The death toll included 18 foreigners from countries like the US, Israel, and the UK, making it clear this was no local grudge. This was a global statement. The Mumbai attacks forced India to confront its vulnerabilities. Intelligence failures, poor coordination between agencies, and an under-equipped police force had left the city exposed. In response, India overhauled its security apparatus, creating new commando hubs, strengthening coastal defenses, and passing tougher anti-terror laws. Globally, the attacks exposed the growing threat of Pakistan-based terror groups, straining India-Pakistan relations to a breaking point. Kasab, the lone surviving gunman, was executed in 2012, but questions lingered. How many more plots were being hatched in the shadows? The unanswered questions. Here's where it gets thrillingly murky. Were the attackers just pawns in a larger geopolitical game? Why did Pakistan's government deny involvement despite overwhelming evidence, including phone intercepts and Kasab's testimony? And what about the whispers of insider help? Rumors that some in Mumbai's underworld may have aided the attackers' logistics? The Mumbai attacks weren't just a tragedy. They were a wake-up call, a reminder that terror doesn't respect borders. And the truth is often buried under layers of denial and diplomacy. This case leaves us on the edge of our seats, craving answers. Who's next? What's the next plot brewing in the shadows? If you're as hooked as we are on unraveling these mysteries, join us at Behind Veil Truths on YouTube. Subscribe now and let's keep digging into the stories that keep the world up at night. The veil is lifting. Don't miss what's behind it. Check out the full investigation and more spine-chilling cases at https://www.youtube.com/Behind Veil Truths. Subscribe today because the truth is always worth chasing.